Mayor John Tory proclaimed today, June 14th, 2018, as Massey Hall Day because 124 years of music memories have been made. And before they close the doors for 2 years for renovations, they're having a celebratory concert tonight. And joining me now is Jesse from Massey Hall to talk about the celebration. So what can people look forward to tonight?
Well, it's going to be a fun night of Canadian music. We have a number of Massey Hall alumni who are coming out to play tonight. White Horse, who are very, very dear friends of ours, are holding down the evening and backing a number of guests, including Jim Cuddy and Joel Plaskett, Sarah Harmer, Buffy St. Marie, Sam Roberts. It's going to be a fantastic night. We put tickets on sale at $18.94. It's a little bit of a tribute, not just to the year that we opened, but also the original spirit of the hall.
The doors are going to close for 2 years for the renovations. We've heard stories about some interesting things being, picked out of the rubble, but have you guys had anything else that you've discovered pre-renovations?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been poking holes in every wall and taking a look everywhere, but maybe one of the funnest stories that we've got is a few months ago we had a concert in, and at the end of the show a little kid was on his way out of the auditorium with his mother and started poking around in one of our original fireplaces that are at the back of the hall, and as his mother went to remove him from the fireplace, they saw that there was a little piece of paper sticking out, and so carefully extracted this old piece of paper and discovered that it was a ticket stub from a 1907 New Year's concert. So that kind of thing happens around here all the time. We're really excited about what we're going to find and what we can put on display for people when we reopen in 2020.
Now, speaking of displays, somebody could have a really nice memento of Massey Hall in their place, and that starts on Monday, and I don't think a lot of people know that they could own a piece of history.
These seats that people have been sitting in for now well over a century, in some cases, are being made available to the public for sale for the very first time. So if you're interested in getting a seat, or we also have some seat backs from the gallery level, which are the original seats from 1894, those are being framed in shadow boxes and also available for sale. So they'll all be up for Monday.
Now, coming up on City News, we speak to Sam Roberts, who's part of the all-star cast that's performing right here at Massey Hall. You're going to want to hear his favorite Massey Hall memory. Massey Hall has been a part of the Canadian music scene for over a century since they opened these iconic red doors June 14th, 1894. Since then, hundreds of artists have rocked the stage, including Canadian Juno Award winner Sam Roberts, who just happens to be hanging out here. Hey, Sam.
You're here. How's it going?
Do you remember the first time that you heard about Massey Hall?
I do. I'm from Montreal, and so I never actually got a chance to come and see shows here, but for sure it was through Neil Young's legendary performances here and Gordon Lightfoot, two of my all-time favorite artists. And so I had this incredible reverence for the place as center of Canadian music for my whole sort of childhood, and then obviously never really expected that I'd have the chance to get up here on that same stage at any point, because it is an honor because of who's come before you. Every venue like this, it sort of soaks in a little bit of the history, so for you to have the opportunity to get up and add your voice to that in some way, it's not just an honor, but it also feels like a responsibility. And with responsibility, people join rock and roll bands to avoid responsibility. I remember the first night, I can only liken it to it felt like walking into a force field of sort of the dawning of the realization that we're actually here, we're playing on this stage, and the weight of it, I really felt it. And it was probably the first time in a while, because we'd been touring so much, that I felt nervous going out there on the stage.
If you want to read more about my new best bud Sam and about the renovation happening here at Massey Hall, go to citynews.ca.